Hi, my name is Amanda Montoya, and I'm an Associate Professor of Psychology at UCLA. In this video, we're going to talk about registered reports and the journals that publish them, how we find those journals, and what their policies are. The learning outcomes for today's video are to identify fields where registered reports are common, select a journal for a future registered report submission, and weigh factors in selecting a journal when we have multiple options. In addition, we might want to consider if there aren't a lot of options that we're happy with, and considering evaluating alternative routes for publishing registered reports that don't involve a journal. So to talk about registered reports, I want to focus a little bit on the history of these papers. Registered reports were started at a journal called Cortex in 2013, and shortly after at a journal called Perspectives in Psychological Science. Over time, the number of journals has increased and increased, including a journal called Comprehensive Results in Social Psychology, which was the first journal that only published registered reports. Additionally, Royal Society for Open Science was the first STEM journal to adopt registered reports. And now we see registered reports in very common journals like Nature Human Behavior and PLOS Biology. Now, more than 400 journals accept registered reports across a broad range of disciplines, and that number is increasing every year. Registered reports are becoming increasingly common across disciplines. The most common are social behavioral sciences, like psychology, education, and political sciences. The second most common area are fields like medicine, biology, neuroscience, and other related fields. Lastly, there are active efforts to implement registered reports in a variety of fields, such as archaeology, law, and physical sciences, like geology, chemistry, and physics. Registered Reports Now is an organization that works with researchers to encourage specific journals to adopt registered reports. So if you have a journal in mind that you wish would accept registered reports, reach out to them and see if you can get started. You may also want resources to help you find journals. This is particularly important because which journals accept registered reports is changing all the time. Mostly new journals are adopting. So our lab has made a database that helps you find journals that publish registered reports. You can filter by field, type of research like qualitative research, meta-analysis, replication studies, and secondary data analysis. You can also filter based on policies of the journal. For example, whether the journal requires open data and materials, whether the journal is open access, and whether there are article processing fees. We have a lot of other filters too, so check it out at the link. When you're selecting a journal, you may want to consider a number of factors. Many journals that publish registered reports are open access and charge an article processing fee. We found that on average, these fees are typically about $2,500 in US, but this varies from journal to journal. You can also use our database to filter based on journals that don't have article processing fees if that's not feasible for you. Journals also vary in their impact factors and H indexes, so you may want to select a journal based on their reputation within the field. Many researchers want to select a journal that's going to be quick and easy to publish in. Unfortunately, we have pretty limited data at this point about how long registered reports take to go through the peer review process, especially at each journal. But there is a really amazing tool called Registered Reports Community Feedback. And this is a website where you can view and provide reviews of the peer review process at a journal that publishes registered reports. Each journal is rated on speed and quality, so you can use this to find a journal that works well for you. At this point, it may be worth discussing an alternative or supplement to submitting at a specific journal. Peer Community in Registered Reports is a free peer review service which peer reviews registered reports and recommends them to journals, or you can publish a preprint online that is still peer reviewed. Peer Community in Registered Reports offers a number of benefits to authors. First, all of the recommenders are very familiar with the details of registered reports, ensuring a streamlined and high-quality review experience. Peer Community and Registered Reports also offers scheduled reviews, so you can set the time of the Stage 1 submission in advance. When our lab did this, we got peer reviews back in 8 days. Peer Community and Registered Reports partners with journals, and these are called friendly journals. These journals agree to accept all Peer Community and Registered Report reviewed manuscripts without additional peer review. So, as long as the paper is within the scope of the journal, they'll accept it. As of the recording of this video, there are currently 35 friendly journals, allowing researchers to choose which one has the best fit. But Peer Community and Registered Reports is always looking to partner with new journals, so if you're involved in a journal and want to get involved, reach out to them. All right, so in summary, registered reports are accepted at more than 400 journals across many different disciplines. And researchers can select journals based on different characteristics and using existing tools. They can also consider an alternative or supplement to journal-based publishing, Peer Community and Registered Reports. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you at the next one.